So today we got two of the best fighters in all of comics going head to head. Captain America versus Black Manta. Who wins? Well, let's find out. During World War II, Steve Rogers volunteered to receive the experimental super soldier serum. Enhanced to the pinnacle of human physical potential and armed with an unbreakable shield, he became Captain America. After a failed mission left him encased in ice for decades, he was found and revived by the Avengers, later becoming the team's leader. Steve is as strong, fast, durable, and agile as any human one day could be, and is referred to as the next step in human evolution. Cap is strong enough to bench press half a ton as a warm-up, break steel chains, he threw his shield through a tank, and pulled a helicopter out of the air. He's also incredibly durable, able to take punches from Namor, tank a point-blank explosion from Gambit, and one time he even survived a 200-foot fall from an airplane and suffered no discomfort. He's fast enough to run 60 miles per hour, and his reflexes are so great that he can easily dodge bullets. But many people can dodge bullets, so what makes Steve different? Well, Steve can actually see the bullets coming his way and move in time, while other bullet dodgers do it purely by years of training. Another major enhancement by the serum is that Cap has no fatigue toxin buildup, which means that he effectively never tires and can perform at his maximum ability for an incredible period of time. He's one of the best fighters in the Marvel Universe and is a master of a large number of different fighting styles. He's even developed his own fighting style, which melds jiu-jitsu, boxing, judo, karate, pressure points, all train acrobatics, and the use of his shield. Speaking of the shield, let's talk about that for a second. Captain America's shield is a vibranium alloy and is virtually unbreakable. It absorbs the kinetic force of anything that strikes it, which enables Cap to ricochet the shield off of objects and allow it to come back to him. Then in the other corner of Black Manta, a notorious pirate and assassin, Black Manta is one of the most ruthless and feared supervillains on Earth, and Aquaman's mortal enemy. Now, Manta actually doesn't have any superhuman powers or abilities, but he's trained himself to near perfection and is still very dangerous. He's in peak physical condition, particularly in terms of strength, stamina, and agility. Manta has been able to obviously battle against and hurt Aquaman, but has also been able to stab Mazas, who is the Earth 3 version of Shazam. He's also incredibly, insanely durable for just being a regular guy. Besides just going up against Aquaman, he survived incredibly powerful punches from Mazas, and those were super speed punches too, so it's safe to say he probably took a lot of them. He was actually alive and conscious after King Shark bit his face off, which is just disgusting. Manta is fast enough to dodge attacks from Deathstroke, who is 9 times faster than the average human, and has actually been able to hit a running Flash with his eye beams before, which isn't just a testament to Manta's speed, but also his ability to study opponents, study his environment, and figure out where his enemy is going to be at a certain time. Black Manta is a highly disciplined killing machine, and is one of the best assassins the world has ever seen. He's actually managed to develop his own unique fighting style, which is able to be used on land and in water, and relies on his suit and weapons. However, he's a very adaptable fighter, and is able to use his environment and improvised weapons at hand to his advantage. Black Manta has a large arsenal of weapons and equipment of his own design, which he paid for from all of the years as a treasure hunter. His diving suit is completely bulletproof, and grants him a degree of superhuman strength and durability. He's also got his distinct helmet, which is able to fire a powerful optic blast capable of hurting and killing metahumans. And he's also got daggers, harpoon wires, and a 2-bladed gun, all capable of hurting metahumans. So who wins? Well, let's break it down. Now, physically, Captain America is superior. The serum advanced Steve to low superhuman levels, while Manta is just in peak physical condition. He's going to be stronger, more durable, and faster. At least, on paper, he should be. In actuality, Manta's feats prove that he is above simply peak human levels. The guy is able to battle against Aquaman and defeat him after all. Then his suit actually makes him incredibly durable, as it's able to take punches from superpowered opponents and some of the strongest guys in the DC universe. then David is fast and skilled enough to actually tag Flash in combat, so he's impressively quick as well. So even though Captain America is probably still slightly superior, the two are actually very equal. However, in terms of pure hand-to-hand fighting skill, Steve is definitely better. He's one of the top 5 fighters in the Marvel Universe, is proficient in a plethora of different fighting skills, and is just able to hold his own against the best of the best. But that's not to say that Manta isn't highly skilled as well. He's able to hold his own against Deathstroke, and is a highly adaptable fighter, able to use improvised weapons in his environment to his advantage, whether he's on land or water. Another thing to note is that Black Manta will be going for the kill right off the bat. Not that Captain America necessarily has a problem with killing, he's a soldier after all, but Steve won't just be trying to gun down or kill any opponent that comes across his path. Now in terms of gear, I gotta give the edge to Black Manta. Cap's shield is the perfect offensive and defensive weapon, but Manta has more lethal weapons and simply more sheer variety, and just number of weapons at his disposal. He's got daggers, harpoon wires, and bladed guns, all specifically designed to be able to hurt metahumans. Then his helmet fires powerful optic blasts that are capable of hurting and killing metahumans, so those beams will be able to hurt and kill Cap. So how do I see this fight playing out? Well, I think Black Manta will grab the initial advantage in this fight, as his fighting style is more aggressive, and his optic blast might be able to throw Captain America off, put him on the defense, and keep him at a range. However, Steve isn't going down that easy. He's battled against Cyclops before, so he knows how to handle optic blasts, and that shield is going to be able to hold up to anything that Manta's beams can throw at it. Then going up against blades isn't anything new for Steve. And besides, even if Manta lands some attacks, Cap has taken on an entire army after being stabbed in the chest. However, the problem is, Steve's punches and attacks aren't going to do nearly as much to Manta as Black Manta's attacks do to Captain America. Because if Manta makes his way past the shield, well then all of his attacks will be felt by Steve. However, Steve still has Manta's suit to contend with. It's regularly taking punches and attacks from Aquaman, even while they're under the water, and Arthur is at the height of his powers. Steve is going to have a difficult time putting Black Manta down, even with the shield. However, here's the catch. Manta's helmet isn't really as durable as the rest of his armor, which is just a huge design flaw in my opinion. But look at this fight right here. One simple hit, and Deathstroke is able to shatter Manta's helmet and completely expose his head. And Slade and Steve are on the same strength level, so this is definitely something that Cap is capable of doing as well. Especially if you factor in all of Steve's striking power and the force being thrown behind that shield. And when Captain America sees how devastating Manta's optic blasts are, it makes it even more likely that the helmet will be Steve's first target. In a couple good blows, that helmet is shattered, the optic blasts are neutralized, and it's the beginning of the end for Black Manta. Because Captain America is a much better fighter than him, and even though Steve will go for some body shots, he's an intelligent fighter, and will capitalize on the weakness of Manta's exposed head. At the end of the day, Captain America is winning this one. But what do y'all think? I would love to hear your thoughts, so sound off in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe button on videos just like this one every single day, and I'll see y'all next time.